Hi. Excel provides a user with a large collection of ready-made functions that is more than enough to satisfy an average user. But have you ever stuck in a situation where you do not have a function in Excel that can help you find out the value? Many more can be added by installing the various add-ins that are available, or a user can create. Such functions created are called user-defined functions that we can create in VBA. Like any function, the UDF can be as simple or as complex as you want. Let us start with an easy one. I have an invoice here which says the list of items and the name of the products, the quantity and the price listed out here, and it gives you the product of the quantity and the price listed in the total, and using the sum function I have calculated the total of all the products, and now I want to find out the discount using the product of the quantity and the price as the 10% of the each product. Since I don't have a function in Excel which can give me the discount calculation, I need to create the one for me in the VBA. I'll go to the VBA module. So I have a module here. For creating a function for the very first time, you need to type in the word function. This is the keyword. Space, the name of the function. Since I need to type the discount, I will say discount, open bracket. Now in this open bracket, I will type the information that will be acting as an input for the discount. So now the input will be quantity, comma, the price. So discount will be the 10% of the product of the quantity and the price. Now I will say discount is equal to the quantity into the price multiplied by 0.10. Now once I'll run this code, as this is not a normal procedure which I showed you in my earlier videos. This is a function which I need to execute through the Excel. I'll minimize this out. I'll say equal to discount. So now it's listing me the function discount. I'll say select this and I'll say enter. So this has calculated 10% of the product of the quantity and the price. When I'll expand this, it will calculate the 10% for all the values. Now I need to add a condition to this. Say if my quantity is more than 100, only then it should calculate 10% as the discount for me. So that I will show you in my next video. Till then, practice this. Thank you. Hello. Before moving on with the conditions in this, I would just like to mention that in our earlier videos we have already seen how to calculate the discount, or how to write the code to calculate the discount using VBA. Now in this video I will show you how you can use the conditions in the functions. Now say for example, I want to calculate the discount only for the quantity which is more than 100. So I want the calculation to be done for the quantity which is more than 100 as 10% of the product of the quantity and the price. So now this will be the function, the name of the function, the inputs, and start your function, your code with the if. If the quantity is more than 100, then the discount will be calculated as such, else it will show you the value as 0. And end the function with the if function as endif. Then complete your code with the end function, and then we will try using the function here. I'll say equal to discount 1, I'll say tab, I'll give the reference of the cell and close the bracket and say enter. My code is running. If you see here, it has calculated the 10% of only the quantity which is more than 100. So I'm getting the values here. Since the quantity for the item number SR2 is less than quantity 100, it is not giving me the discount here. So this is how you can use the conditions with the functions. I hope I have convinced you with that. Thank you. Hi. In one of our earlier videos, we have already seen how to create functions. Now, in this video, I will show you how to add conditions in the functions. But before that, I will give you a small recap how to create functions, and then we will see how to add the conditions in the if functions. Now let us create a small function for you. Now here I have a small database where I have an employee code, the region, salary, and the incentive that needs to be calculated based on the salary. All I need to do is, we will go to the developer tab here, then go to the Visual Basic. I'll insert a module for you. So here is my module. So let us create a function here. I'll say function space, the name of the function. I'll open the bracket and give the input as the argument for the function. The salary will be input and the data type as currency, and close the bracket. I'll say enter. Now here I will type the code. I'll say tab and my code will be incentive equals to salary. Since I want to calculate 10% of the salary, I will say 0.1. Now here is my code. Now I will call this function in my Excel worksheet. I'll say equal to incentive. So here is my incentive. I'll say tab and give the reference of the cell where my salary is and say enter. So it has calculated 10% of the salary as incentive. Now we will see how we can add conditions to this. I'll go to another sheet where I need to pay out the incentive as rupees 2000 to the employees whose salary is more than 20,000. So I will add the conditions to the, it's very simple. All you need to do is type the function space, the name of the function. The naming convention should always be different from the earlier one. I'll say incentive 1, open the bracket, again the salary, since it will act as an input, salary as the currency. You close the bracket here, say enter. Now since I have a condition here that is the salary should be more than 20,000, only then I will pay the incentive as rupees 2,000. So here what I will do is I will type the statement starting with the if. If space the salary is more than or equal to 20,000, then only then calculate the incentive as 10% of the salary. Or since in this the value is given to me as rupees 2,000, I will pay out the incentive as rupees 2,000. Depending upon the value which is given to you, you can calculate the incentive. Now I will run this or execute the code. Before that, here the naming convention, very important. Here I will type equal to incentive 1 and give the reference of the cell. Oh, now what is the error? Now it is telling me, since you have already started the function with if based on the condition, you need to end the statement if. So how will I end the statement if? All I need to do is type end, that is end if. Since I have started my statement with if, it is very important to end the statement with if. So now let us execute this function again. I'll minimize this. Now if you see, since the salary is more than 20,000, it has calculated, or it has given me the value 2000, since I have mentioned that in the condition. I'll expand this out. Here I get the result. So this is how you can add the conditions to the functions, and I will show you more and more conditions. Now here in this worksheet, I have another database for you. Now in this example, I will show you how to add operators with the conditions. Now I want to pay out the incentive in such a way that the region to which the employee belongs to should be either be a north region or it should be south region. If the condition is satisfied, only the incentive ₹1000 will be paid out to the employee. Now let's take another example where we will see how to add function. In this example, we will calculate the incentive based on the OR function. Now here I have to pay out the incentive to the employees who only belong to the north region or they belong to the south region. So let's see how we can create this function in VBA. I'll go to my module here. I'll say function space the name of the function. I'll say incentive 2 this time, and now here, since the region will be acting as the input for me, I will say the region as string. I'll say enter. Now here, very important, since your VBA is case sensitive, I will say if space the condition, the region should be equal to north or the region should be equal to south. Now I'll put the condition into the brackets, space, then what? If the region belongs to north or it belongs to south, then the incentive should be paid as the numeric value ₹1000, and I will end the function if. Let's execute this out here. I'll say equal to incentive 2 tab. I'll give the reference of the region, and here I get my output. So I'll drag this out. If you see here, the incentive ₹1000 is paid to the employees who belong to the north region as well as the south region, and the employees who belong to the other region are paid nothing. You can also write the function as this. You can add else here. If the condition is not executed, then the incentive will be paid 0 to the employees who doesn't belong to the north or south region. So that will act as a false value for you, which is optional. Now let's move on with the other statement. Another example here. Now here my condition will be in such a way that if the employee belongs to the north region and the salary should be more than 20,000, only then the employee will be paid the incentive rupees 2,000. So here the operator will be changed to AND. Now how to use the operator AND under if function, let us see here. Since in the earlier statement there were two conditions with the same cell references, I had to use OR as the operator. Now here, since there are different cell references with the different conditions, I will be using AND as the operator here. So let's see how to use the function here. I'll say function space the name of the function, incentive 3. Now here, since there will be two inputs, I will say region as the string value and the salary, which will act as a currency. I'll close this bracket. Now here I'll start my condition with if this region is equal to north and the salary is greater than or equal to 20,000. Just keep in mind your string value will always be in double inverted commas and the numeric value will be without inverted commas. Then the incentive that will be paid will be equal to 2,000. Else the incentive won't be paid. So the condition has to be satisfied to execute it. So I'll end my if, say tab, and end the function. So this is how we can write, minimize this. I'll execute the function here, equal to incentive 3. I'll see tab, I'll give the reference of the cells, close this out. So here is my result. So here if you see the regions that are not north, the incentive is not paid. So this is how you can add the operators in simple if. Now let us see how to work with multiple conditions when the true values are different. Now here I have another example where my condition will be such that I need to calculate the tax in such a way that the name of the departments will be different, that is the employees will be belonging to the different departments and the tax calculation will be different based on the salaries for each department. So let's see how we can calculate the tax here. I'll type again the function. Now since I will be calculating the tax here, the name of the function will be tax. Now what will act as an input for me? First of all, the department will act as an input for me, which will be the data type string, comma, and next will be my salary. Which will act as a currency. Now here, if the department is equal to R and D. Then the tax will be equal to 10% of the salary. I'll say enter. Okay, I'll type here else if the department is equal to marketing. Since it's case sensitive, it is very important that you type in the name properly. Then the tax will be calculated in such a way that it should be 20% of the salary. So I'll say 0.2. Else if the department is equal to sales, then the tax should be equal to 30% of the salary. Else the tax should be equal to 0. And I'll say end if. So this is how you can type in the code. So let's see how we can execute this. Very important. Once again, you can just check out with the naming conventions here and the inputs that you have given in. Since it's case sensitive, I'll say tax tab. I'll give the reference of the department and the salary. Say enter. Since it belongs to the R&D, it has calculated 10% of the salary and the marketing as 20% and so on. So you can refer to your function, the values, and check that out. So this is how you can use if functions for the conditions in the functions. So that's it from my side. I hope this video was quite interesting for you. Thank you very much. Hello. You can also use the function that you created in VBA as a normal Excel built-in function once written in the module. I will guide you step by step, keeping it short and precise so that it is easy for you to practice this. You can find the functions list in the functions wizard. So here is my functions wizard. So here there are list of categories. I will select the category that is user defined, where I have the list of functions that I created in the VBA. Now close the wizard. Now if you want to use this function, say for example I want to use the function discount 1. So I want that description should appear related to the discount 1, which will help me guide through the function. So I will go to the functions wizard again. Here I have the user defined functions which is selected. I will say discount 1. Since I have not entered any description relating to this function, I can go to the macros option here. I will say view macros. I have no macro here currently. I will type here discount 1. When I type here discount 1, it will show me the option that is options. Here you can give a shortcut key or you can give the description what exactly the discount 1 will do. So I will type here, it will calculate the discount if the quantity is more than 100. So I'll say OK. Now say cancel. So when I say equal to discount, I'll say control. I'll say discount 1 tab and control A. So this will give me the information what exactly I need to type in as the input for quantity and the price. Simply I can give the reference of the cell where my value is, and it will show me the description that I entered in the options box earlier. It will calculate the discount if the quantity is more than 100. So I'll say OK. So it has calculated the value for me. That brings to the end of this video. Thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.